Who lives in a house like this? Let's give a little bit of a knock here.
Oh, that's my crib. Special edition of cribs there going on. It's not quite the glitz and glamour people think of a frontline freedom fighter, but I'm actually a superhero deep down, but I can't always tell everyone, you know what I mean? So, give you a tour of the bed. Not much happens there, I'll be honest with you. Not much happens there. We've got the bathroom. I used to come in from the hair wax there. I used to come in here and have a smoke, but we caught moving lighter. I ain't a naughty boy, you know what I mean? So here's a little Donny there, what we call it, the toilet. So I've got a little notepad here. By the way, this is a mental health unit. A lot of people saw me get arrested outside Scotland Yard for malicious communication threats to kill MPs, which didn't really happen. It's a stitch up, fucking trying to do me. So all mental health units in at least the UK should be relocated for at least 3 weeks to caravan, holiday resorts to revolutionise the situation. All staff and patients should have £1,000 Sports Direct vouchers and a new phone. I think everyone's a winner there with that one. But for those that know me, I know I do a podcast and a lot of podcasts, recently with Matt CCA, loads of whistleblowers and stuff like that. I've also got a lot of songs, so I did one called Dear Doctor Part 1. Dear Doctor Part 1, and a psychiatrist conceived you can never be as clever as me. I make exceptions to the rule. Let me have a look through there. Hello? Do I come back in 10 minutes?
Don't want to cut that out, Simon.
No, it's alright. The cleaners are alright, the cleaners.
I thought it was up. No, right, okay.
Most real ones here. I wrote Dear Doctor Part 1, I'll give you Dear Doctor Part 1 from the top of your head because I've experienced these places before. He went, Dear Doctor, what do you know about me? You can be locked up against my will when I should be free. Are you so blind that you cannot see you are breaching my freedom and liberty? A basic human right, what is your defence? A mental health act doesn't make any sense. All I want to do is play football a couple of hours. With psychiatrists abuse their powers. If I was exercising my freedom and liberty, I'll be breaking the law. Do you really want to condemn me here beneath the floor? The pharmaceutical companies are corporate monsters with billions far too much and know exactly what we're doing to make us all such. We're breaking insanity, you can't read clearly, we're making confusion, I'm telling you daily. We sit you in a room surrounded by their team and make you feel small and make you all scream. All you've ever done is try and crush my dream and achieve from the freedom of a short of extreme. For no reason, some professionals attack me, pin me down on the floor. If I defended myself to this attack, I'd be alive for in Broadmoor. Do I really need so much more than that? I was poisoned, got to 27 stone real fat. I have zero faith in it to shit you off me, and the majority cause pain and misery. I'm a soldier on the front line, up against you. You sure you really want to take on Big Blue? The penny's mighty here, and the sword and I'm bored. What the fuck got to do to get off this ward? The mental health act is a disgrace. We could all vanish without a trace, get attacked in the face of a mace. I hope not. Oh, holy grace. Dear Doctor, what the fuck do you know about me? Dear Doctor, why won't you let me be free? Same question for these jokers in here today. We know fuck all about me. Well, that was 10 years ago. I wrote Dear Doctor Part 2, you can find it on the YouTube channel. But I wrote Dear Doctor Part 3 whilst I was in the 136 cell. For those who don't know about 136 cell, it's a bed with a toilet, no furniture, nothing. And I was in that cell for, I think they did the last 3 weeks, I think it was 11 days in there. Not nice, but you know, I'm a smoker. I'm going to give up smoking, but it's not nice. Be one of them places, not even a phone call, no phone call to the solicitor, nothing. It was very inhumane and it was very difficult, very testing times. I challenge everyone to try and do that, especially someone as active as me that has so many, you know, so much social media influence. A lot of people I speak to, it's just be completely cut off. We don't comprehend the consequences it has. But Dear Doctor Part 3, so it goes. I'm amongst other things a songwriter, a lover not a hater, a peacemaker not a fighter. We're involved in an asymmetrical war. For those who can't see it, those who can see it, it can feel sore, because many can see what is in store. Dear Doctor Part 1 ended with 2 questions. A psychiatrist conceded to can fail to answer or make suggestions. They stared at a blank piece of paper for 4 hours with a pen in their hand, trying to summon all their powers. The questions were, what do you know about me, and why won't you let me be free? They had nothing to say and conceded I make exceptions to the rule. They said they could never be as clever as me. And I'm sorry, but you're a fool if you think you can prove me wrong about any single thing in this song. in this world, curing cancer is illegal. Yet after a repeal of the 1969 Genocide Act, genocide is now legal. If that doesn't make you question the system, then allow me, with a few major concerns, to list them. For a start of the list, it is Satanists who control this system, and the governments are the real terrorists. Many professions are false preachers and pseudoscientists, and at the top of the list is psychiatrists. From a bird's eye view, they are extremists and sinister, and you need serious psychiatric help if you trust the Prime Minister. Pathological liars and all the MPs, they hate the poor. Not for much longer can they be above the law. We all need arresting, testing times. The pennies mighty ran the sword, and I write power rhymes. Against me has been made a false accusation, but causing many frustration across many a nation. So without hesitation, you should let me go, because I've already got up from an all-time low. If you don't let me go, then you have retardation. Give that some consideration and contemplation. Apparently I've threatened to kill some MPs. If you have any evidence, then offer it, please. Same goes for the fucking police. If not, then get out of the face, because I've been treated, because we've been treated inhumanely in disgrace. I need to get out of this place so the NHS can do one with track and trace. Now pardon the intrusion, let's end the confusion about the difference between reality and delusion. There are things I could say to you that are true, like I prevented chemical attacks, but according to you, you'd probably say it's delusion. But it is the truth, but you have no real interest in reality. I mean, to suggest in actuality, water always finds a level, and the hell-centered theoretical delusion is a trick of the devil. You probably think I'm insane, but I don't care. You have zero credibility to say that. To say you are far from fair is being kind, to be frank. You doctors have a small mind. The worst of the drug pushers, causing many to be blind. I'm gifted from above what spread to love. I have an IQ 178, and on me many hate. With regards to the shape of the earth debate, if I feel that words when you can see too far. I will take bipolar on the chin for my mouth, but you can stick schizoaffective disorder up your arse. Your profession is unscientific and a farce. All you have is a mountain of lies. Some of you are devils in disguise. I'm sincere and wise in the exceptions to the rule. Not today. And over police, I'll make a fool, because the longer you keep me here, the more people die, and I'm tired of living a lie. After that's part 3, I wrote one this morning called Dear Doctor and the Team. So this is when I go meet the doctor today. It says, Dear Doctor and the Team, please let me go and attempt to find a dream, because over the last few weeks it hasn't been fair. I felt like I wanted to scream, and it's been a nightmare. I'm a free spirit trapped again in the system I previously escaped. Being pinned down and injected and infected was like being wrecked. I've scraped up my life in pieces from the floor before. Over this deprivation of human rights and humiliation, I can't say much more. I'm not a threat to anyone else or myself. The longer you keep me locked up, it decreases health and wealth, but wealth of yourself. Allow me to explain. Not sure you can comprehend the levels involved in the pain. It may break your heart if you start to pit, and if you start and it might pierce like a dart. I shouldn't be here, so once again, let me go. Just play your part. In many ways, I am poor, but I stand under common law. Keeping me here is unlawful, awful, criminal, and raw. Under Black's law, if I don't consent under a Section 6, I'm free to go. But there's nothing you can do. But you drag me into a system built on lies. Your authority and power I do not stand under or recognise. Like the chemtrails in the skies will lead to death. If you don't release me today, you're a criminal and I want crystal meth. Anyway, I actually have a girlfriend for the first time in years. I choose love and refuse to be consumed by any fears. I want to go and see it tonight, because that's what feels right. I've had enough of this shite, like I want to know what I feel delight. So what more boxes do I need to tick for you to let me go? Let me help you, just let me know and let me go. The longer you detain me, the more people die. I still can't get rid of that. That's not sunk in yet, because I feel like I want to cry. The longer they keep me in, the more people die. What sort of psychopaths are these people? Do you know what I mean? But anyway, this is my crib, this has been my life. In fact, this is like luxury compared to 136. So it's like, we won't go underwater, but it's like 20 rooms, one lounge. It's pretty shit, really, isn't it? You know, you're already here with me. It's no way to live. But, you know, I get fresh air to go for in the garden like once, 10 minutes every 2 hours, but it's not enough. I've got too much stuff for this world, and I haven't threatened to kill an MP. The whole point is I'm innocent. So, to quote NWA, fuck the police, yeah. Fuck the 5-0. You motherfuckers doing this to me. Yeah, you motherfucking drug dealing, drug stealing, street gang of thugs that are protecting paedophiles that are trying to kill your own children. Wake up, police officers. Do your job. Go and arrest the MPs. There's not much more I can say than that. In fact, each police officer has been offered £10 million for one single proof. It's just one argument where you're not in breach of your oath by not arresting the MPs, because you are in breach of your oath by not arresting the MPs. If anybody's been knocking £1 million to go and arrest the MPs, to go and arrest the MPs. Midazolam, we need to chat about Midazolam, because all the elderly have murdered Midazolam. So, fuck Matt Hancock, fuck Chris Whittaker. Sorry, Boris, but fuck you too. And I'm out.